Hello to everybody.
Hello.
We are with my colleague and friend Alberto Benetti to comment the last match of today, round 12. Alberto.
We could start with the Bermuda Bowl, and where there are many interesting matches in here. For example, I think it's very interesting. USA won against India. Because after Guadeloupe, USA won as a second chance to really to have a good result against, let's say, a weak team. But they didn't have a good result against Guadeloupe. So now they are just in the 8th position, and they have to fight hard to try to maintain this position. Then another match, I think.
I want to comment that the amazing performance of Brazil Open team that is in 4th.
Yeah, against Italy, and they look that they were winning by far up to three boards to the end. They were more than 30 points. That Italy recovered and they went to 20, but they are playing really good bridge.
And now we have a classic, you and me, a derby.
Yes,
no?
The real derby.
Okay, do you want...
you mean... well, the derby was played before. This is the second match. So,
but now Argentina
now we have
a
new derby. Okay, I think we have two good derbies. Now Argentina play again with Italy, and it seems Italy to be favorite. But it can happen to everything. But by the way, Ravenna was an Argentinian player. Now he's playing with Brazil.
Yes, 4 years ago he moves to live in Brazil, so now he plays from Brazil.
Mm-hmm. Another very interesting match is the one between Monaco and Sweden. Monaco, as we can see, is in the 10th position, and he has to try to qualify. Would you have imagined, Fernando, that Monaco would have fight so hard to qualify?
Well, as you know, Monaco in this tournament is not so strong like in the next tournament, because the famous pair Lauria Versace are signed to play with Monaco next year in the European trial, so they need to wait 1 year.
By the way, they will play with Monaco also here if Monaco don't qualify.
Well,
in the transnational team. And let's have a look at the Venice Cup. Well, in the Venice Cup, Sweden is...
Sweden have a very good advantage over the second.
Sweden, we must leave the...
Hello, Carlotta.
To Carlotta.
So Sweden is faking. Who is she against? They're against Italy. So it's a tough match for me. I don't know for who should I cheer. Should I cheer for Sweden?
No, Carlotta.
That's
Sweden,
the previous one.
It was the
so
previous
now it's
one.
You
had already won.
Yeah. So they are against. Who are they against? Fernando, you're not pointing at Sweden. Against Poland. It's a tough match. Oh, then I'm definitely cheering for Sweden, but I think that Poland has the chance to get back on the podium for the moment and to choose for the team she wants to face. Instead, all the other teams have quite easy matches. So, Fernando, can you say something about us?
Fernando, tell me something about Egypt, France. 12 against the 8.
Well, Egypt are doing a very good tournament, and France is started not so fast, not so strong, but now they recover and are in the 8th position. But Argentina are doing very, very well. It's very, very close of the qualifying position. So we need to wait what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow, also Israel. Yes, we have 11 teams with Australia to can qualify in the 8th first position. So we need to survive tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I think that is
you have to survive.
Yes, yes.
And let's have a look to the Dorsey Bowl. Here again, we have the previous match here. So USA 2 seems to be the wonder team, the green team of this championship. He has just 4 points. He has just
14 points against the seconds.
He has 14 points, okay, and but the most amazing is that he has something like 50 points for qualifying, 50.50 points, and now.
But I think that France don't put the foot over the accelerator.
Yeah,
they are still very easy. They are comfortable in the second place, so.
Well, I hope that France will do something good. Also, because I hope that Italy is playing against USA too, and Italy is a strong team. So maybe that they could do well against USA too and help France and themselves.
Yes, but the 8th first position are far of the night.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Here we have a view more clear.
More clear, because even if we are just a little past the halfway, but when you keep having 10, 12 points, it's not so easy to recover. It's not so easy.
Yes, you can.
So I think tomorrow is the most important day, because like the last day, more or less the games are done. So there can be a switch, but most of the job is done. So it's there. Tomorrow, the teams that are in the first places, they know that they have to stay there in order to be sure to qualify. And the teams that are behind, they know that it's their last chance to be
the
safe.
last chance, yes.
So tomorrow is the most important. The last day you have some pressure, but more or less the games are done. Instead, tomorrow is the very most important day for everyone.
Tomorrow morning we have a special guest, I think.
Tomorrow morning we will have a super special guest, which is not only one of the most famous players in the world, but it's also a WBF official, and we will have the pleasure to have with us Giorgino Duen.
Oh, so I can meet him for the first time in my life.
Yeah, you never met him, right? No, not at all. And yeah, we will have the pleasure to chat with him about the play, about his new partner, which is very young and very good, which is Dennis, but also about like official stuff like WBF and stuff like this.
I invite you to everybody send questions our via Facebook World Beat Federation Facebook wall, and I promise you that I choose 2 or 3 of them to make Giorgino.
Let's just have a look to the match that will be now going on VuGraph.
Before you present the match, how do you think about the Germany performance in this event?
They started really very well, but I noticed that when one of the pairs, Oken Welland,
Welland or Belland now?
Okay, Welland. When the Auken und Welland are out of the match, they're not so for them it's not so easy to
1 year is a lot, because last year they won the World Championship pairs.
Yes, they did. And so
so it's difficult to still playing in the same level for many years.
It's very difficult.
Why do you think that is very difficult?
It's very difficult because it's very difficult to keep the same concentration, the same wishing of winning. You know, even if they are, at least she is somebody who can do that. But it's difficult for everybody, and you know. It's not so.
You think that when you have a great triumph next year you?
I don't say this. Let's say, Carlotta, what do you think?
No, I don't think it's like that. I think they just had very bad matches, but I think the level is really good, because when you see them playing like abroad or on some device we have to watch them play, they are very good. I think maybe it's just they didn't click that much right now with the team. It's not only their fault. There are 8 players in the team, 6 players in the team, so it's not just
but
their
they
fault.
Start very well, and
yeah, but you never know what happens.
In the second round,
also Netherlands, they started amazingly,
yes.
and they had some down, up and downs. We also last year when they won the pairs, they weren't first the whole time. So I really think that they have time to recover. Like I said, tomorrow it's the day. Tomorrow we can speak about this and talk about this again.
Yes,
but
also because tomorrow we'll be at the 2/3 of the event,
exactly.
14 matches out of 21.
Yes.
So tomorrow evening,
It's a 66% of the.
so tomorrow evening we could say something more clear about the situation. So now, can we present Carlotta the match we have on the VuGraph?
So in the open room there will be Linde against Schwertz. With Jérôme Rombaud and François Combescure. And in the closed room, we have Sabine and Roy against Thomas and Frederick. I think it's a very exciting game because they are very good friends. Sabine, Tom, and Fred and Roy, they are very good friends. So it's nice to see how can you play against your friends and still be a good player without any resentment or any bad things.
Which one of the two, Fernando, French pair, you think is better?
Well, Thomas Vessis is a top player.
And Frederick Volker is not
also, but yes. Thomas provoke the scare of in the opponents.
Yeah,
it's very, very strong.
But we have to say something about Jérôme. He did a great job with the French girls, so he's not only a good player, he's also a very good captain and a very good coach because he did an amazing job with the girls that were on the podium for like a lot of junior championships. So yeah, it's very interesting to see him like a player. And he's the dad of one of the kids that is playing in the kids team. And there are actually after the first round they were first in the ranking of the kids. So he's also a very good family for bridge.
Well, really, Carlotta knows a lot about bridge, much more than us, Fernando. What do you think?
Carlotta knows more than us in every sport.
In every sport, right. Okay, so shall we give the line to the...
Let's give the line to the players. So let's go to the VuGraph with our commentators and our players. We'll talk to you later on.
Thank you very much. Bye.
We'll be back soon.
East bid only 2 diamonds.
Again, perhaps, looking at a void and hearts, it wasn't so clear that partner didn't have a lot of hearts. You might feel differently when the auction gets back to you in 4 hearts, but some of the time if you jump in diamonds as East, you find partner with 5 or 6 hearts and a 17 or 18 count, and then he takes you seriously.
Donc Est réfléchit parce qu'avec la chicane cœur dans la couleur de l'adversaire et 7 carreaux au lieu des 5 annoncés, les 5 carreaux pourrait être bien la bonne décision. Celui qui a une courte à trèfle en face du carreau et peu de points à cœur.
Do you like the 4 heart bid by Volker?
No.
Too much?
Yeah.
In your favor, the singleton and the suit, the opponent's a bid.
True.
But bad trumps and the likelihood of the odd bad break or 2, against that, you do have good controls in the side suits. It's easy to see the clubs setting up. Oops.
Voilà, 5 carreaux. Yeah.
So 5 diamonds is going to lose a spade trick, 3 club tricks, and a diamond for down 800. And that, to me, is really quite a surprising action.
So no, I wouldn't double with the West hand.
Okay. Right.
Donc quant à masse de trèfle, le problème sera de savoir si Nord a 4 cartes à trèfle ou 2. Donc c'est un problème de signalisation, de savoir quelles cartes on fournit avec 4 cartes à trèfle.
That's a very good question Michel has asked. When you lead the king of clubs or the ace of clubs at trick 1 and dummy hits with queen third, what is your partnership agreement as to which spot card to follow with from 2 or 4 cards? Now, of course, it depends whether you play standard or reverse signals, but for what it's worth, Michel, in answer to your question, I play that if you play a high card, you always have shortness, doubleton or singleton, and that with 4 you play third highest from 4 and hope partner can read it, and lowest from 3. So the 6 in this case, because the 5, 3 and 2 are out, is unambiguously the start of an echo from 2 or a singleton. The 5 would be less clear because you would play it from Jack 6, 5, 3 or Jack 6, 5, 2. But fortunately North was dealt a card that could be read. I think South knows that East has a void in hearts, therefore is very unlikely to have a singleton club as well. So he should get the defense right. He actually has a second chance, no matter what he does.
Effectivement, on sait déjà que Nord est au maximum, que le déclarant est au maximum singleton cœur ou chicane. Donc c'est peu probable qu'il ait aussi le singleton à trèfle. Donc je pense que, indépendamment de la signalisation, ça peut être trouvé.
Yeah. I hope partner can see the difference between 2 and 4.
Play the same card from 2 and 4. I think that's my lifetime experience has been the partner never does
Never know.
No, that you get it wrong.
My partner always knows.
Play with better people than me, which is why I need a different agreement. Pio and I have discovered that he plays the same card from 2 and 4 because he plays with better partners than I do who can tell the difference between 2 and 4 cards, whereas I play with bad partners, so I need to signal one way from 2 and another way from 4.
Voilà, ça va faire 800 pour l'équipe de France.
Notice that Auken, I think, bid 5 diamonds because she assumed that her partner would not have good hearts or he would have doubled 4 hearts. The problem is that if he doubles 4 hearts, he might concede 1080 from 4 hearts redoubled with an overtrick. So once in a while, you have to pass when you have a bad hand. It's worked surprisingly well for me to do that.
Pour ma part, c'est l'enchère de 2 carreaux qui me plaît pas, puisqu'on sait que l'adversaire va surenchir avec la chicane cœur. Il est probable que l'adversaire enchérisse à cœur.
Just looking at the results from around the room, there are quite a few 4 hearts doubled making. 690 from 4 hearts doubled with an overtrick I saw once, and I believe there's a 790 on there from 4 hearts doubled with 2 overtricks. And the second page of the Dorsey results, maybe. Yes, Netherlands made 790 and 4 hearts doubled plus 2 on a diamond lead. You can see how. Declarer wins the ace of diamonds, leads a heart to the 8, roughs a diamond, roughs out the clubs. Plain sailing.
Donc nouveau problème pour le déclarant qui ne sait pas que l'as de cœur est placé, qui peut être qu'on peut affranchir un cœur par l'espace à cœur. Donc le déclarant a peut-être besoin de voilà.
Nicely defended by North.
Ouais. Sans l'as de cœur, Nord aurait rejoué cœur. Donc l'as de cœur est placé sans doute.
Do you think North should have underled the ace of hearts? Well, Thomas Bessis would be capable of that play. I've seen him make an equivalent play. But here, he covered the King of Hearts. I'm quite surprised he did that. He knew his partner had 4 hearts after all.
Donc je pense qu'il va tirer l'as de pique maintenant, voilà.
Okay. Still comfortable pick-up for France. 9 imps, they lead 21-0 after 3 deals. I guess if you get to 21, you get a prize from the dealer. Board 20. Both sides vulnerable. Dealer West. The German pair in the closed room played 4 spades, which is definitely the right major suit to play today. 4 hearts might be very awkward on a club lead.
And 4 spades on a heart lead. Donc contrat de 4 piques, entame du cingle ton cœur et peut faire chuter le déclarant au contrat de 4 piques.
So certainly 4 hearts can easily be threatened. In 4 spades, if the defenders lead a heart and you play a trump and they knock out your heart winner, you have 1 discard coming on the diamonds.
And 1 on clubs.
Right.
If you have entries enough for that, I think you do if you play.
It's the roughers with the long trump, but you are a little short of entries.
Yeah, but you play. Oh, wait a minute.
You can't.
How do you play?
Perhaps you have to win the heart and play a club yourself at trick 2, which is certainly not an obvious play. Okay, so let's go back to the auction. A club, a spade, 2 no trumps. In the closed room, South bid 3 diamonds, a relay of sorts. North bid 3 spades rather than 3 hearts, and South raised him. But if North bids 3 hearts, bidding the hearts before the spades, which would not be unreasonable on this hand, and South raises, then you're in 4 hearts, and it's certainly not clear that you're going to make 10 tricks there.
Voilà, je pense que 3 carreaux et Texas cœur, c'est probable sur cette séquence.
You think it's a transfer, Michel, or
Yes, transfer,
just asking for shape with North bidding hearts before spades?
Transfert, probably.
Okay. So if that's the case, then when North bids 3 hearts, it shows 4. And now the question is 3 spades from South a slam try?
No. Voilà, 4 cœurs.
So here we are in 4 hearts, and presumably East will lead a diamond. And it's going to be very interesting. You notice in 4 spades in the other room they led a diamond, so Declarer wasn't really under any pressure. 4 spade tricks, 2 hearts, 3 diamonds and a club. And he finished up with an over trick.
So in 4 hearts with the diamond lead, you have to start, I think you have to start with spades.
Wouldn't you just rely on the suits breaking and play the ace king of hearts? You might certainly lead a heart to the ace at trick 2.
Yeah,
to do anything else would be very inspired.
But the jack drops maybe.
Now you might play a spade.
Yeah.
The problem is that the defenders play a second diamond, split their heart honors, and then put a club through. Maybe they duck the king of spades as best. It's going to be very messy. If Declarer brings home 4 hearts, he'll certainly have done well.
Donc Thomas a pris de l'as de carreau, bloquant la couleur, mais bon, il y a des entrées. As de cœur, il voit le valet, donc il va se mettre un peu à réfléchir.
Danger signal.
Voilà, il a franchi, il joue pique pour.
Right.
Pique, voilà, pique pour.
West should duck the first spade, I think. If he wins it, wins it and plays back a diamond, he's given Declarer much better communication on the hand.
Yeah, then he's going to make. Alors, retour trèfle. Donc il va perdre 2 atouts, Thomas va perdre 2 atouts et l'as de pique.
Wait a second. I think Declaro led a heart to the king, didn't he?
No,
yeah, he took the diamond first.
He took the diamond and then played a heart to the king.
Then he's going to play a diamond to throw a club away.
Ah, he's safe. You're right. Because the defenders took the spade and played a diamond.
Yeah.
Declaro had a discard for the club loser on the diamond.
Yes.
And had the communication in place to take it. Okay. 1 to Germany. Closed room, board 21. Final contract is 1-no trump, reached by East after South had passed North's opening bid. 1-no trump on a club lead. Declara has 3 clubs, 2 diamonds and a spade. He probably is going to need an end play of some sort to get up.
Hello to everybody. Here with us is Paolo Cler, Secretary of the WBF Youth Committee. Hello, Paolo.
Hello. Hello to everybody.
Hello, Paolo.
Ciao, Alberto.
Do you know Paolo, Alberto?
Yes, from a few years.
From some years.
Yeah. May I ask you one thing, Paolo? You are one of the one who choose Lyon for this championship, or you just followed the major championship?
The decision of the WBF Youth Committee are made from all the committee, and many towns present their candidation for to organize the event, and Lyon arrived after Sassomagiore and before a Chinese town from the next year.
No, I ask you this because I am really surprised of the perfect place is this for such kind of championship. Do you agree with me, or do you think there is something that could be better?
The venue is really fantastic, and also the playing areas are perfect because
Mostly
they are very large, yes, especially the playing area. But don't think that in the future we are so lucky
to have
this. But I know that today the President Rona presented the candidation of Chinese town, I forget, sorry, pardon me, and he said that the next venue will be also very nice, sport hall, very big with all the accommodation.
In China they have a new big town almost every 5 years.
Yes.
It's not possible to remember them. What about the participation?
About the participation, we are very happy, enjoy, and satisfied because now we got this year we got a record for the youth. Yes, they are increasing very much. And this year, especially, we arrived to, for the youth, we arrived to 192 pairs and about 70 teams. We started some years ago in Istanbul, 209, and we arrived with a good participation because we had 24 countries, but 40 teams and 94 pairs. Now we arrived at about 200 pairs.
Is that true what I heard around, that in kids, now I'm talking about kids, more than half of the participants are Chinese?
Yes, the increase was especially thanks to the Chinese participation, but all the countries now are understanding that they have to spend, they have to believe in their...
it's the only way to survive.
Yes. I will tell you that the Chinese Shanghai club has 2 new... The start was really very, very nice. If it goes on in this way, we have one of the best websites, I think, for youth, not for bridge, but for any kind of sports. What I want to tell that the president of WBF, Gianrico Rona, said today that these are the more important events. You know, here there are the World Championship, but we have to care to the youth, because the youth are our future, and many countries are understanding this, starting with projects, and we are very satisfied. The Youth Commission, the Youth Committee, and his chairman, Mr. Haydn, try to imagine this is a wonderful result for us.
Okay, for me the last question: how is your favorite sport, except bridge? I practice a lot of sports, never getting very good result also bridge. I don't know. I like athletics. I like cyclism. Depend volleyball. Not soccer, not football anymore. Anymore. Yes. Some years ago, when I was young, of course, I like it very much. I like American football. Your favorite team in Italy?
My favorite team in sports?
No, in calcio.
In calcio? If I say Chievo, nobody knows. Maybe Milan.
No,
okay,
Verona,
Milan.
Chievo
Verona, you know.
Very famous.
Yes. I like him because it's very, very small. They have only 4,000 people. And it's a village, and it's many years that they play in the first league. And but why do we speak about football? Let's go on about bridge.
Yeah, I want to ask something to Paolo. May I, Fernando?
Of course.
I don't know about Fernando because he's younger than us, and it is not
No,
Italian.
speak for you.
Okay, speak for me. He's younger than me, maybe.
I
also.
seem older now because I'm tired.
Anyway, the point that what I want to ask you is this: I think that even if you are so young, you start to play cards when you were 10 or 11.
No. Yes.
Anyway, in my town, everybody 10 years went to the bar, to everywhere, and play cards. Now, young people doesn't play cards anymore. Do you think this could be a great disaster for bridge, or you think there is no connection between this point and the learning bridge?
I think so, but this is my opinion. You know that I teach in school, and from the last 2 years I saw appear again the cards in the end of the students. I am very afraid. Of course, we are a technology moment, and everybody use iPhone and PC, of course, etc. But we have to find a way to take the youth people far away from the PC and stay much more time to make sport, practice sports. Also bridge, I hope.
We all hope.
Yes.
Okay, if Fernando has nothing more, Fernando has something
what
more
are you
to say.
doing?
I want to tell you something. The kids still playing games, so it's not important if it's card games or not. With the time, they still playing bridge. Maybe not with the cards, but in the PC, when the telephone, they start to play bridge. This is my opinion.
Finally, I found something I really disagree with Fernando. Bridge is a card playing, is a playing of cards. Keeping cards. What do you think, Paolo, about this?
I agree with you, Alberto.
You have to feel cards.
And especially it must be
That's my opinion.
socialized moment to stay together.
If everybody stay in a room,
yes, just alone.
Half of the value of bridge to me has gone. But Fernando has his opinion.
But you know, look at the Chinese.
That you cannot understand.
we can look at the experience of Shanghai. From the kids arrived new old players. Maybe now changing completely the way to arrive to bridge. Maybe we are ready to everything, but we want that our fantastic sport grow on and became that everybody know how it's nice and lovely and fantastic.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Alberto, I want to ask you something. when I was young.
I am supposed to make questions, not to answer questions.
Okay, but this is very simple. When you was young, and you have a girl in a different city, what do? You write a letter or you call phone? What did you do?
Well, to call by phone was pretty difficult because we didn't have phone at home. So
you send letters?
Yeah, I sent letters.
And nowadays, what do? Nothing.
I don't sell letters. I don't.
But if you need to do something, you write a letter or you send an email.
I use phone or send an email.
Okay.
But do you send an email really?
No.
You need to consider that nowadays maybe the card with the old format are a thing of the last century, not of this century.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, but still, me and Paolo, we have to feel cards in our hands. Okay, Paolo, something else you want to say?
I want to greet you and thank you, and go on like this because it's very funny to hear you, and I hope that the spectators are doing the same.
We wait you in another occasion after the final.
Why not? If I have good news to tell you, I come by myself. Okay?
A small reason about the junior tournament. Maybe
yes,
when
I can
the
tell
tournament
you how
finish.
it's going. Yes, why not?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Bye
Thank
all,
you to
bye
you.
all.
Bye for the moment.
Grazie, Paolo.
Ah non, on voit l'autre table là.
We shifted rooms for some reason. Kiko, the camera has gone to the other room.
We still get the right cards though.
Well, I think we've lost transmission. The play's come to a stop. If there's anybody up in the commentary room, can we have the other camera, please? Kiko, if you're there, can we change the camera, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
What happened now? Yes, the club 4 is still there.
Il lui manque une levée.
It might not even matter now that West has roughed in. This way we know the contract's going to make. Critical.
Voilà. Donc, Aucun a rejoué carreau. Et là, je crois que le flanc ne peut plus rien faire.
Okay, now will West come onto the screen? No, very restrained.
Donc ça va faire 2 trèfles, un IMP peut-être pour la France.
Hard
Yes, here it is.
imp.
Voilà.
Okay, closed room, north-south for Germany, played 2 spades on a natural sequence, making 170 when the diamond finesse worked and the defenders led clubs, losing their trick in that suit. Spade finesse worked, so declarer got out for 2 spades and a diamond loser. Plus 170 looks a pretty healthy result. But I suppose if you bid to 3 no trumps,
Voilà.
you might make it, and quite a few tables did.
Un sans atout avec une majeure cinquième, maintenant c'est systématique.
If you have the south cards, Michel, you would open a heart,
No,
or you would open 1 no trump.
no, one heart is the old bridge, I think. Now everybody open 1 no trump. Almost everybody.
Even in France?
Oui, more and more.
I personally would open that hand 1 heart and plan to rebid 1 no trump over a heart of spade, pretending that I had 14, not 15. But I'm getting older and older, and my high card point addition gets worse and worse.
Chicken.
Yep. I just don't like to open a no trump with 2 small in 1 major and ace jack fifth in the other. Okay, I think we have an artificial sequence here. 2 no trump shows clubs by North, spades and clubs.
Peut-être. Je ne sais pas.
So now North, I think, has shown a 5-4-3-1 shape. He showed spades at his first turn, clubs at his second, and a diamond fragment at his third.
Do you think West will lead a heart?
No, I think he'll lead a low diamond.
Yeah.
With ace jack, if we've construed the auction correctly, South knows that he's looking at ace jack fifth facing a singleton, so no reason not to bid 3 no trumps. And if the defenders lead diamonds, and they're not going to lead spades on this auction, I don't think, it's very difficult for declarer. Certainly feels right to lead a low diamond. If partner has ace and 1, king and 1, or queen and 1, you want to lead low.
Une donne à swing. Les cartes sont favorables, mais il n'y a pas l'élevé quand même. Hein. Les trèfles sont 3-3, le roi de pique placé, le roi de carreau placé.
On a diamond lead, you have 2 spades, 1 heart, 2 diamonds, and 3 clubs.
8. 8 is not enough.
Well, there's 8, according to Edgar Kaplan, there's always 9. Let's see whether it works here. The 10 of diamonds lead, not necessarily best for the defense if East plays the king.
No.
But I really don't agree with leading a high diamond on this auction. Not when dummy is going to hold.
Donc c'est les piques qui peuvent fournir d'élevé. Donc une ligne de jeu vraisemblable, c'est jouer pique à blanc, puis l'impasse pique. Mais le flanc aura sans doute le temps d'ouvrir les cœurs.
I guess it's a question of whether you lead the 10, the 10 from ace jack 10, as some people do.
Right. Some partnerships, and I'm not sure whether this one does, play Rousseau from length and natural from 3 or 4 cards. So it may be that the 10 shows jack 10 fourth or the like. And they would lead the 10 from 10-9 third.
Voilà, le pique à blanc.
Duck is
non, la dame.
No.
It's interesting. If declarer had ducked the first spade, East would win and play a second diamond. Declarer would clear the spades with the aid of the finesse. And he has 3 spade tricks, 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, and a heart. But he hasn't yet set up the long club. I guess he can. Can he do everything?
No.
If the defenders play a heart in time, I guess he can't. Now the only danger is that West will shift to clubs rather than play a second diamond. If Declara had ace, king, queen, fourth of diamonds.
Voilà, retour carreau.
New leader in the Venice Cup. China have moved in front of Sweden. Top 6 teams are all pretty close.
Bon, Frédéric réfléchit, mais il n'y a pas l'air d'y avoir de positions gagnantes. Dame valet sec à trèfle. Il va essayer dame valet sec à trèfle.
Danger with ducking this trick is if the defenders shift to hearts, you're not happy with the way, with your prospects at that point.
I don't think they will, though.
So what does Auken know about the hand? She knows her partner has Jack 10, fourth of diamonds,
And the
King
spade.
Jack, fourth of spades.
Yeah.
So if she plays back a diamond and Declara can set up 3 club tricks to go with 2 diamonds and 2 spades, they still need to have the ace and king of hearts to make the contract, and if they have that hand, they were making anyway. So it feels natural to play a 3rd diamond now. By the way, for the audience's benefit, I learned a statistic that was slightly surprising, which is that the oldest player in the event is not playing in the seniors. Benito Gorazzo is older than any of the players in the seniors. He's celebrating his 90th birthday on the 5th of September this year.
Club. No.
Okay, so the 3rd diamond. Now Declara, who knows he only has 2 spades, 2 diamonds, and 1 heart. Can he do anything except play a club to dummy, hoping the king, queen of hearts are right? Even that's not enough, is it?
Queen Jack bear.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Even that. Okay. Normal thing to do to set up the clubs. And I think all Declara can do is cash out for down 1, isn't it now? 3 clubs, 2 diamonds, 1 heart, and 2 spades.
Je trouve qu'il aurait pu jouer l'as de trèfle hein, pour essayer d'un valet sec. Mais
He could try the Jack of Hearts.
The defenders would beat him too, but it feels like it's so unlikely because East with the king, queen of hearts could just play back a club. I suppose king, queen, empty 5th of hearts, they wouldn't know what was going on. But then East wouldn't have pitched a discouraging heart on the third spade with King,
Donc
Queen,
170 et 50, ça fait 6 IMP pour l'Allemagne.
The first real pickup of the set for Germany, 6 imps. Closed room. North-South played 4 spades, making 680.
Voilà, on n'est pas loin du chelem à pique. Il y a une petite faiblesse à carreau. Il manque un valet de carreau pour. Mais il y a des levées. Il y a des levées.
It's not the worst slam you've ever seen. Somewhat surprising in the closed room that South didn't cooperate in a slam tray when North raised spades at his second turn.
Donc, avec un singleton, on annonce les carreaux, même s'ils sont pas bons. 3 carreaux.
So North, I think, is showing 5 diamonds and 4 hearts and a good hand. South has a minimum and no real fit for either suit, so I would guess he would bid 3-no, and then North would perhaps move on with, what do you think, 4-no? The 5th spade is such a huge card on offense. Not an easy hand.
Donc oui, une décision difficile pour Thomas B6. Parce qu'il n'y a pas d'enchère vraiment correcte, vraiment satisfaisante pour reparler. On a envie de reparler, mais comme on a des mauvais carreaux et qu'on n'est pas fité, c'est assez décourageant. Moi, je pense qu'il va passer. Non? Ah, il repart.
What does 4 spades mean on this auction? Does it show a 3-card spade fragment? You can't have 4 trumps, I don't think, otherwise you would have bid something different the time before. I like 4 spades if it shows this hand.
Mais parce que est-ce qu'on ne dit pas la même chose avec 5 carreaux et 4 piques? On annonce les carreaux et on soutient un pique pour faire une proposition de chelem. En tout cas, on jouait comme ça dans le temps. Maintenant,
Michel, with 4 spades and 5 diamonds in standard French, would you bid 3 hearts over 2 spades to show a hand agreeing spades, or would that not be standard?
3 hearts, oui, l'enchère de 3 cœurs sur 2 piques est fitée, montre le fit à pique, mais elle n'est pas forcément obligatoire avec une couleur 5e à carreau.
Okay. Thank you.
Mais bon, ils savent sans doute ce qu'ils font. Hein. Alors là, tout d'un coup, Frédéric Volcker a le 5e pique, le roi de carreau, un as, et donc s'il sait qu'il y a 4 cœurs en face, la dame de cœur, dame 10 de cœur, c'est pas si mauvais.
So one way that you might get back to spades is, although Volcker has alerted 4 spades, if you bid 5 clubs, North might bid 5-no to pick a slam, and then South would bid 6 spades, knowing that if partner put back to 6-no, you would at least have the club honours protected.
I suppose you could easily move around the cards in the south hand to make 6 diamonds a better contract.
Yep. So now North has the problem of not only what does four no trumps mean, but also what does a slow four no trumps mean. Okay, you did so well on the last hand, Pio. I'm going to ask you a further question. Which of them is going to... they've already had the equivalent of a head poke on this board because South asked North, what did you mean by four spades, so that he could explain it to his screen mate.
Yeah. Forcing relays are good sometimes, but at other times it's good to know what suits we have.
Yep. Well, you can certainly chalk any problem on this hand down to the no trump opening, whether or not it was within range. It was much harder to find a 5-3 spade fit here than it would have been if South had opened a spade. Imagine my surprise. Does this count as poking your head under the screen if you come over the screen?
Bon, ils sont en train de se mettre au point sur la séquence. Ah,
so Declarer has 4 hearts and 5 spades, 1 diamond and 1 club trick. Question is whether he can find a way to save the imp by making a 12th trick. Just for the record, a couple of tables did go down in 6 spades.
Mm-hmm.
On a trump lead, you might win the ace and play a diamond to the king. And if a second trump came back, would you play the queen of diamonds and 3 rounds of hearts, pitching a diamond?
That's what you would have to do.
Is that enough tricks? 5 spades, 3 hearts, 3 diamonds and a club. Yes. I'm not sure whether that's the right line or not, but it works.
Then it's the right line. At least in any discussion afterwards.
Play's going pretty fast. Looks like Declarer's playing for a club diamond squeeze of some sort, and I think he's going to finish up with 11 and an imp for Germany. Two imps for Germany. Okay. I think probably only one imp. Board 24. Natural spade from north, natural non-forcing no trump from south to end the auction. Plus 150 to Germany. Looks a decent number of tricks to take. Jack of diamonds lead certainly didn't make things more difficult. On a heart lead, Declarer has a lot more work to do.
Donc la séquence de la salle ouverte va être reproduite ici, je suppose. Mais l'entame de François Combescure n'a pas été heureuse dans l'autre salle. Donc de nos jours, le sans-atout est semi-forcing. C'est pour ça que Thomas B6 réfléchissait. semi-forcing, c'est-à-dire ça contient les mains de 11 points.
And it looks like West has led the Jack of Diamonds here as well. It's hard to blame him for leading from a sequence rather than a broken 4-card suit. The result will not be to his liking.
Donc en tout cas, ils ne mettent jamais gros en troisième. Hein. Tout à l'heure, sur l'entame du 10, avec le roi troisième, on n'a pas mis le... Et là, pareil.
So a spade to the 10 will probably hold the trick. No?
Probably not.
No. That is surprising. And East, I think, did not know whether her partner had led from Queen Jack and length, or Jack 10 third.
Donc là, on rejoue l'as
Or Jack 10 fourth. As he did right. Did he lead the 10?
I think they lead the top of sequence from 3 and Rusina from 4.
Bon, ça fait bien les affaires du déclarant, ça aussi.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things that a certain group of Americans do, and I have never really understood it. It's the Jack of Diamonds lead at the first trick is either Jack 10 third or Queen Jack fourth, and you're supposed to be able to work out which one it is. Well, we can put this one forward as the counter example for this rule.
And with 5? Jack 10 9 5.
You would lead the same colors from 4. So I guess Declarer takes a club finesse, trying to keep West off play, and then plays the King of Spades, and the fall of the 9 of Spades means Declarer's going to lose a heart, a club, 2 spades and a diamond, and probably make 8 tricks, I think. Nicely done.
Nice.
He's found a 9th trick. A winkle. You look at Roy Welland and you don't have to wonder whether the set's going well or badly. It's very expressive body language. No swing. That's the halfway point in the set. They've been playing for an hour and 5 minutes. France lead 22-9.
I understand, if you haven't noticed, the ranking of the Bermuda Bowl and the Venice Cup.
Sweden on the top in both. I'm
Yes, how
assuming
did you
so.
guess? How did you guess?
Yes, well, Sweden have moved in front of France. France are winning this match, but Sweden are winning by more. Closed room, 4 spades by the French West, down a trick after the ace of clubs lead, a club, a diamond and 2 hearts to lose. It looks as if West produced a slightly optimistic game try and East took his partner more seriously than was appropriate.
Donc l'ouverture d'un trèfle de Thomas B6 à 9 points avec une belle couleur est normale. Vert contre rouge, oui, c'est le style d'aujourd'hui. Et oui, il faut aller passer à l'attaque en premier.
Yes, few of us would argue that the north hand is too good for a 3-club preempt when you're first in hand and the opponents are vulnerable. South doing his best to keep the opponents out, and West, who could have bid 2 spades, and in my opinion should have bid 2 spades, opting to double to start with.
Voilà, Thomas B6 est joueur, il a Sylvé dans la main, il veut bien jouer le trèfle contré.
My opponents don't often pass me out in one no trump doubled on this auction, but maybe he doesn't want to admit weakness in case the opponents can make game. I wonder whether West is planning to correct 2 hearts to 2 spades.
Yeah.
Difficult problem for North. He knows that his opponent's hand. Can they make game? The bidding would probably have gone the same way if the Jack of Diamonds and the Queen of Hearts were the other way round.
Donc on n'a rien pour battre le contrat de 2 cœurs avec la main de Nord. Donc on a envie de réveiller, mais on n'a pas envie de les pousser à la manche non plus. Voilà. Et le contrat de 3 trèfles, voilà, il lui manque un peu, 6-3-2-2, il lui manque un peu de un petit quelque chose pour espérer le faire.
I think if North had bid 3 clubs, East might have bid 3 hearts. And that contract would presumably have made 9 tricks.
It's going to be a club and diamond return or else.
You mean to hold declarer to
9.
9? That does feel like the normal line of defense.
Yeah.
So, Pio, you're probably more aware than most of us of how the Swedish Open team in the Bermuda Bowls play.
Voilà, le 3 de carreau.
Yeah.
Are the Rumstead brothers playing their full share? I had heard that Frederick Rang had been taken ill at some point in the tournament.
Yeah, that was only, he rested 1 match only.
Right.
It was a allergy thing with nuts. Okay, so we rough a club and play ace and another heart, I suppose.
Right. Seems like
Trèfle coupé, as a cœur.
I think East Sabina thought they had missed the game. After all, there was a club opening. She was sure that the Diamond King was onside.
Yes, it's a big swing since they bid 4 spades in the other room on the Diamond Finesse.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 hearts is a better spot, but you might survive a 4-1 heartbreak in spades. Difficult to measure, but anyway, not a fortunate board for France. 6 imps to Germany, reducing the margin to 7 imps. And in the closed room, East-West played 1 no trump, and North, who obviously didn't follow French opening lead style, led a low spade from ace-4. It seems to have worked pretty well here, since One no trump apparently went down 3 even after a spade lead. That seems like an awful lot of tricks on defense. I wonder whether we can check out the play. We'll see the play in a minute, but East here opening 2 diamonds, Flannery, 5 hearts, 4 spades, less than an opening bid.
I would have thought this qualifies as an opening bid, wouldn't you?
I'm sorry, less than a good opening bid.
Okay.
11 to 15, I apologize. 11 to 15.
Donc 2 cœurs flânerie avec une petite ouverture. 2 carreaux flânerie avec une petite ouverture. Donc il y a 4...
Can we see the play from the closed room, please? Kiko, if you're there. Thank you. So spade lead to the 10 and king. Declarer took a heart finesse, which worked, of course. Played a club to the king and ace. And back came a second spade to the queen and a second club, and Declarer went up with the queen, repeated the heart finesse. This time it lost. Now the defenders cashed a spade and 2 clubs.
2 clubs?
Well, leaving West on lead with the 10 of clubs, and now West had to lead diamonds, and he lost 3 diamonds, 2 clubs, 1 heart, and 2 or 3 spades at the end. Very embarrassing. Thank you very much.
Donc l'entame est... Donc Thomas avait le choix entre l'entame carreau ou trèfle. Bon, ça me semble normal d'entamer carreau.
So here, Declarer gets a diamond lead, plays low from dummy. South, I'm sure, will shift to a club at trick 2. And West might put the 10 in. No?
Atout. Non, pique. Ah oui, c'est bizarre.
It's an interesting choice. I guess he wanted to put his partner on lead for another diamond coming through.
Donc là, il faut rejouer à tout, mais...
I wonder, P.O., I don't have enough experience of leading against Flannery, whether North should have led a trump to the first trick.
Yes, I think so.
With that spade holding, it feels like it's more likely that a trump lead will stop Declarer roughing a spade than that you'll pick up partner's vulnerable trump honor.
Yeah.
Even so, the diamond lead wasn't fatal. The spade lead looks like it will require North to shift to a heart now. But even if he does that, Declarer can finesse, and if the defenders win and play back a trump, Declarer might draw trumps and play a club to the 9 and take 4 hearts, a spade, a couple of clubs. The fall of the queen 10 of spades will see him come pretty close to making.
Donc là, Thomas a 2 flancs possibles, pique pour enlever la rentrée du déclarant éventuel, ou atout pour l'empêcher de couper un pique. Ça dépend de ce qui se passe à trèfle. Parce que maintenant, à tout, c'est idiot parce qu'il n'y a plus de levée de pique à faire. Tous les pics du mort sont maîtres.
It might be best if North shifts to a trump for South to duck it, just like the play in one of trump.
The 10, I don't think the 10 is a good enough card.
It actually has worked well to play the 10 of hearts because declarer doesn't want to overtake the 9, worried that the trump suit is 4-2. So it's paradoxically, that play has actually worked very well from the defense's perspective. Had North shifted to a low heart, declarer wouldn't have had the option of winning the 9 of hearts in hand. Very strange.
So he's going to play spade.
At the moment, declarer only has 6 tricks. He might be able to rough out the spades for a 7th trick, but...
No, he can't rough out any spades. He doesn't have any trumps.
I'm sorry, what I mean is set up the jack-9 of spades for a 7th trick, but that's still only 7. He'd lose a heart, 2 spades, 2 diamonds, and a club.
South is has to keep 3 suits.
At this point, declarer has lost 4 tricks. So I don't see that he can avoid losing
Another
2 more tricks out of spades and diamonds. In fact, there's a possibility he might go 2 down, but whatever happens, he rates to pick up imps with the 300 coming in from the other room.
Yes, that's a good one.
Donc le déclarant axe élevé, alors je ne sais pas ce qu'il cherche, parce qu'il ne peut plus affranchir un pic, il ne peut plus faire... Bon, il y a une levée qui va revenir quand même.
And how's another one? Yeah.
Il peut jeter le 10 de pique, là.
What does South do now?
South could pitch a spade
if
he believes that West has the bear king. His partner's 2 of spades discard may have given him the count in that suit, and I think...
And declarer might have been 2 spades instead of 2 hearts.
Yep.
At least might have.
No, I think North, when he pitched the 2 of spades, made the position in the spade suit clear.
Yeah.
So declarer can still get the tricks back, perhaps by playing a spade to the king and then the queen of clubs, 10 of clubs, discarding from dummy to force a diamond lead away from the ace.
Discarding his high spades.
Yep. Nobody wants to keep spades on this hand.
Bon. Voilà, dame de trèfle et on va rendre un carreau. Voilà. 7 levées, une de chute.
You shouldn't have played the jack of spades. Maybe opponents don't notice that he's in his hand.
You'd still have to lose 2 diamonds. At
Yeah,
the end,
that's
I think.
true.
Not enough, but still 5 imps. So the lead is down to 2 imps. France, I think, led 22-1, and Germany have scored a bunch on a row. Meanwhile, on to 4 spades, which looks as if you might beat it by a trick. A spade trick, a heart trick, a diamond and a club. If the defense lead diamonds, I think they should beat 4 spades. They didn't do that in the closed room, so a good result for France.
Donc ouverture un carreau en 3e non vulnérable avec une bonne 5e. C'est normal.
I think we can almost guarantee that this is going to be a pickup for France, because if you lead diamonds against any contract played by East-West, you're going to beat their game. West with a very good hand facing a partner who can double and bid spades might cubit 2 diamonds. If he downgrades all his queens and jacks, I suppose he could make a very heavy raise to 2 spades, but it seems too good to that for that to me.
Voilà, je pense qu'ils vont s'arrêter là. Deux piques.
I think West went low. He bid 2 spades over 2 diamonds. He didn't pass. He did downgrade all his queens and jacks, and in a sense he was right to do so, although 4 spades isn't the worst game you've ever seen. And this is a good result for Germany in this room, but a very bad result in the other room. Means that
Donc
France
petit
will
swing
pick
pour
up
la
6.
France.
Oh, spade lead.
Yep. Even after a spade lead, it's not clear that you're going to make 4 hearts, 4 spades, is it?
I think it is. It is not.
If, for example, declarer takes a heart finesse and you duck, and then you duck the first 2 rounds of clubs, I don't think declarer can avoid a loser in all 4 suits. If you win the king of hearts and play a diamond, then declarer might take the ace of diamonds, cash the ace of spades, and run the hearts to pitch his diamond loser.
Donc déclarant à rejouer carreau pour obliger le flanc à jouer quelque chose et lui donner une rentrée au mort.
Yes, nicely declared by Alken, trying to get the opponents to give her an entry to dummy cheaply for the spade finesse. She may be more worried about missing game than that her teammates have let it through. What does South know about the overall distribution? It rather looks as if declarer has 3 hearts and 5 spades. So 3 diamonds and 2 clubs, or 2 diamonds and 3 clubs are both possible. You might have to shift to a club if partner has the king jack of clubs.
Donc le retour cœur, après le retour cœur, pourquoi cœur plutôt que trèfle quand il y a dame valet de cœur 4e au mort et dame de trèfle 4e? C'est parce que le partenaire peut rejouer trèfle lui-même s'il a le roi. Voilà, d'ailleurs il rejoue trèfle.
So as we can see, defenders are all ready to get their 4 tricks. No roughs coming.
Voilà.
Okay, 140, but 7 imps to France. Their lead goes up to 11. We've caught up the other room where the contract is somewhat ugly 3 no trumps. Doesn't look like you have much in the way of high cards or tricks. How about 4 hearts on the north-south cards? Diamond loser, spade loser, heart loser, and 1 or 2 clubs perhaps.
Yeah.
Bulgaria made 4 hearts in the Bermuda Bowl, and Italy did it in the Venice Cup. Perhaps they were allowed to make it would be a better way of putting it.
Say trump, trump.
Yes. If you don't lead trumps, you do at least have an outside shot to make it.
Donc que va dire un pique, 2 cœurs, 2 piques? Il a le choix entre 3 cœurs et 3 trèfles. Voilà, lui aussi il fait des forcing manches. Il y a beaucoup de levées quand on a des bicolores. Enfin, il y a beaucoup de sources de levées. Donc ça va finir à 300 atouts comme dans l'autre table.
Michel, as North, would you bid 3 diamonds or 3 no trumps here?
3 no trump.
Okay. I must admit I would have bid 3 diamonds in case partner bid 3 hearts. Then I might bid 3 no trumps to imply some doubt about 3 no trumps.
Nord a souvent un jeu 5-3-3-2 sur cette séquence, donc Frédéric Volcker a envie de dire 4 cœurs.
So you think that the 3 no trump bid, Michel, is more likely to get South to bid 4 hearts than if the North had bid 3 diamonds? I must say I would
It's likely, but
I would pass 3 no trumps on this auction, but I think if my partner bid 3 diamonds, now with the South hand I might get to 4 hearts.
Voilà, 4 cœurs.
Okay, he knows better. So if you don't lead a trump against this auction, might it make? certainly if you lead a club, declarer has some chances. I think Thomas has put the ace-4 of hearts down on the table. Ace of diamonds and a second diamond. Trying to give partner a ruff. Might be the right defense on a different day.
Bon, ça manque de levée quand même. Hein. Il n'y a que 3 perdantes, mais ça manque de levée. Je ne sais pas s'il va s'en sortir.
If the defenders lead 2 rounds of diamonds, and after you lead the ace of diamonds, it's pretty natural to continue the suit. Now declarer is a lot closer to making.
I don't know, even if partner can ruff the next diamond, you still need...
Ah, il a rejoué carreau. Yeah. Il a essayé...
Yeah, what do you lead from ace-king?
I'm sure we had that question already at the first trick. It's more about what did East signal with at the first trick.
Did he put in the 8 or the jack?
Yes.
Yeah, jack.
So that's some good news for declarer. Now, if the diamond suit is 4-3, and you play ace of clubs, ruff a club, cash the 10 of diamonds to pitch a spade, ruff something to hand, ruff a club, you're getting close to making. Closer.
He plays a small club?
Okay.
Il a joué cœur. Oui, il est obligé de faire l'impasse trèfle, il n'y a pas de levée. Hein.
I don't think that was even close to a good chance, was it?
Perhaps he assumed that West would duck the king of clubs, because nobody would underlead the ace in this position.
Well,
the defenders still haven't beaten it. If they shift to a spade, of course they will.
Then they've beaten it.
Yes, but is there anything bad that he could do at this point? The 5 of diamonds from West does look like suit preference to East. I mean, East knows that at trick 2, West knew there was only 1 diamond out. And in case partner was roughing, they had to signal suit preference. So I think East will play a spade at this point.
Oh, yeah. She.
Pique, oui.
And now West will try and promote a trump by playing a 3rd diamond. If partner had queen and 1 heart, that might be good enough.
Jack and 1.
Even jack and 1, as you say.
I mean, it certainly seems like that declarer has better trumps the way he plays.
Donc carreau pour faire couper gros le partenaire pour promouvoir le 10 d'atout. Ce qui est... Mais maintenant... Volcker, qui a joué petit trèfle en fait à la 3e levée, avait renoncé au contrat. Il avait pas de levée.
Could declarer
peut-être, oui.
Could declarer have 2 spades, and Roy Welland would have had a singleton ace of spades? Then you should ruff, perhaps.
I think if West had the singleton ace of spades, He might have led it to the first trick.
Might have.
Auken resolutely refusing to rough in with the king of hearts.
Yeah. Oh!
Bon, il essaye dame de cœur, mais bon, voilà.
Ah, here comes the little thing. Now, here comes a spade. And the 10 of hearts will produce a trick. Sorry, the 5.
Yeah. Very strange sequence of plays all round.
Yeah.
Walker's low club lead and the subsequent play in defence. But the bottom line is, I think we have a flat board. East-West have 5 tricks against 4 hearts. In a contract where we were wondering whether Declarer had a line to make it after the first 2 tricks. No swing, plenty of excitement. So 4 deals to go. 4 hearts reached by East-West on a natural auction. Club from North, 1 spade overcall. West showed hearts. East jumped to 4, and West had a great hand, but did well to pass. In this room, I think West may have a 2-diamond transfer to show hearts. No? I don't think East is really worth more than 3 hearts at this point. The 4-heart bid in the other room was the impetuosity of youth. I suppose West might consider bidding 3 no trumps, but of course East would not sit for it.
Donc l'entame en or, pour être... l'entame est difficile, c'est soit un petit carreau, soit le roi de pique. Nous, on peut entamer à tout puisqu'on tient les piques. Voilà, il va entamer à tout. Voilà, il tient le...
Certainly rates to be a red suit lead to the first trick.
Alors il hésite entre le 7 et le 8 de cœur, visiblement, pour savoir quelle préférence il fait à l'entame. Quelle préférence il fait. Donc il a décidé de suggérer les trèfles. Ça se verra qu'au 2e tour, mais...
We can all see that Declarer can lead a club to the jack, but it's not clear that that's the right thing to do. Win the heart and dummy and play a club to the jack might be right, but if it loses to the queen and they play back a trump, You only have 7 hearts, 1 diamond and 1 spade, so you probably need spades to break. You think there's a case for winning the heart in dummy and roughing a spade?
Might be. But you then...
If you do that, then you play the
okay.
jack. Then you play the jack of clubs out of your hand, and North won't duck it.
Donc il a pris du mort et il va jouer trèfle. Non, voilà. Le valet.
That was the easy way.
Yep. Now, when the trump comes back, you pitch a club on the ace of spades and rough at least 1 diamond, 1 club in dummy. How many tricks have I got, says Roy. 10 or 11. Nobody can work it out. Well, Roy didn't claim 11, but he was given 11. I guess if you pitch a diamond from dummy on the king of clubs and rough 2 diamonds in dummy, you might make 11. Closed room. 4 spades, the contract by East, 2 clubs, Acol 2 style for French, 2 spade response, presumably controls, or is it a black ace, who knows. 4 spades by East, ending the auction. 10 tricks look relatively straightforward.
Doubled.
Somebody doubled it?
Yeah.
Well, they escaped the redouble. Maybe a 4 spade opening bid, pass double, or 4 diamonds Texas pass 4 spades double. You could imagine either one of those. The 2 diamond response by West, I think it's something like a 2 card spade raise. I think they play 1 no trump as a relay and 2 clubs as some kind of invitation. So 4 hearts is a splinter in support of the agreed spades.
I wish I hadn't bid. Says West, the king of hearts lost all value, he thought.
In a sense it did, but strangely at trick 1 on the 2 of hearts lead, it's not going to be so easy for North to play the ace.
No.
If the diamond suit is slightly different, you might need to put the 8 in. Imagine declare with a singleton heart and ace third of diamonds, ace jack third of diamonds, and only 7 spades. Now you'd better put the 8 of hearts in or you let the game through. So, although we can all see that it looks pretty silly to let declarer score the queen of hearts when they've shown a singleton, I think it's probably right if you're trying to beat the game to not to put the ace up. Nicely played. That's 2 boards in a row where the play hasn't got past the first or second trick. I guess both teams enjoy their food and want their dinner. And they realize that we all do the same. Very thoughtful. Closed room. No trump opening by West. I think that's 10 to 12 at this vulnerability. 2 clubs for the majors. 2 diamonds natural. 4 hearts to play. And everybody passed. Looks as if...
Hello everybody.
Hello Carlotta.
Hello Fernando. ¿Qué tal?
It's all okay.
¿Qué tal is ça va, or how are you, or we can say it in different languages. So we will enjoy you with different languages. So we just wanted to make a quick update on the rankings.
Yes, Sweden is in the top of the list with a appreciable advantage over France and USA 2. Italy is in 4th, Netherlands in 5, USA 1 in 6, Brazil in a very good performance in 7, and the last qualification now, qualified now, is Bulgaria.
Yeah, you can see what we were saying before, like Sweden has a quite easy game against Mexico. Instead, France is defeating Germany. As we said, the German team is not doing good, and now they are from 10th to 12th place, so it's not going great for the German team. Instead, in the Venice Cup, we will have it right shortly. Sweden is still in 1st place, and then we have China and Indonesia. Oh,
hello,
we have
Alberto,
a special guest
welcome.
here. Hello, Alberto. Where are you from?
Downstairs.
Downstairs. When did you start to play bridge?
I think in 1974.
Then he's not such a special guest. So, and Indonesia is still 3rd. And Poland is gaining a few points back. It's really close to Indonesia now. Really, really close to Indonesia. So, and Netherlands, they went down. So
yes, they haven't sustained the first and 2 days that they have a perfect score.
Yeah.
But it's, when you have a wonderful day, after this you
feel comfortable and
yeah,
then
relax.
Exactly. Can you tell us about the senior?
Again, about seniors. Yes, we have this incredible performance by USA too. I think 180 points is impressive. They have more than
23 victory points.
They have 51 points on the heck position. But anyway, here we have one team that is out, then 2 teams quite close, then a lot of teams that they can fight for the enter, like
Canada, which is in
Canada and Japan.
Yeah.
But we say Italy, Poland,
Turkey,
Argentina, why not?
China, Hong Kong.
Even to Japan, let's say to Japan.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting, you know.
Yeah. So I want to say that we will be back tomorrow with a short view of our juniors coming to the palace. We will show you some young faces and we will talk with some of them, and then we will be back for our usual 3 matches with
and
a super special guest.
guest.
Yeah, I want to say that again, that Giorgino will be here. So Giorgino, for the one who are new to the bridge world, is Dubuen. So we will be back tomorrow with a lot of guests, and we will have fun tomorrow, right?
And with your present, with your lovely present.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Until
Bye-bye.
tomorrow.
Bonne nuit. Faites de beaux rêves. Bye bye.
2 spades over a club 2 diamonds.
Donc ça dépend ce que veut dire le contre, si c'est un style punitif ou un style d'appel. Le contre à 4 cœurs.
A couple of tables have been allowed to buy the hand and 3 diamonds on the east-west cards. Both of them brought in 10 tricks, nicely done. And one east-west pair found the save in 3 no trumps. Okay.
Didn't I tell you that North showed spades and hearts?
Well, nobody has alerted this 4-spade bid yet.
Well, the Roy must be very...
Ah, il redit 5 heures. De toute façon, il allait dire 5 heures sur 5 carreaux.
I doubled 2 diamonds to show diamonds. I put 4 spades to show spades. What could be easier? And no double by West. And now East has to wonder whether her 2 aces are going to be enough to double. If partner has a weak hand with clubs, if they can't double 5 hearts, do you really have any reason to think you're beating it? 2 aces is a pretty good case for beating it. That would be my guess too. Best defense might be to lead a trump and not a low diamond.
Small spade? Perhaps.
No, I think West will lead a trump. I think
C'est un jeu où il faut affranchir les trèfles du mort. Donc l'entame c'est forcément un as mineur.
It's a 5. If it had been a 4, the defense had a chance. Nobody underleads the ace of diamonds on this auction.
Some do.
Not people that I want to be playing against.
That's right.
Sweden still at the top of the Bermuda Bowl table, 4 in front of France. France rate to pick up a little on this board. And Sweden still top of the Venice Cup table, only by a couple of victory points. The field is very closely bunched behind them. Top 6 separated by half a match.
Donc là, c'est bien parti pour Nord-Sud. Le Sud va pouvoir franchir ses trèfles.
Another 990 here, Argentina, Italy in the Bermuda Bowl. Okay. $850 and 5 imps for France. 1 deal to go. Closed room, east-west for France played 2 spades on a straightforward auction. I think that's a 14-16 no trump for West. despite the skewed honors, since one club is even less descriptive. And East-West maybe play a system of transfers where they can bid something to show an invitational hand in spades or weak in hearts, perhaps. Non-standard transfers. So now, I think two hearts by East is spades invitational.
Donc même contrat, pas de différence. Il faut faire 4. Il y a peut-être un IMP en jeu.
Defenders did have the likelihood of taking 4 tricks on if they cash their hearts, perhaps against 2 spades. On the 10 of diamonds lead, declarer will pitch the hearts from dummy, I guess.
Il entame 10 de carreau et les cœurs vont disparaître. Mais il y a quand même quelques soucis après.
Defenders can still perhaps threaten to take 4 tricks even after a diamond lead. Declarer will cash 4 rounds of diamonds, pitching hearts, and perhaps take a club finesse. You could see him losing 4 clubs and a spade. He gets tapped out. And see, now the defenders have got the tap going. Maybe declarer has to cash the 10 of spades on the ace of clubs to draw the last trump, because if he takes the club finesse and it loses to the king, he's actually in danger of going down.
Donc le déclarant assure son contrat en mettant l'as de trèfle. Et il fait plus 1. Ah. Voilà, donc là le déclarant est raccourci.
I think declarer had better rough the king of hearts with the queen of spades and not with a low spade. Even then, is he down?
No.
If he only has, he's got 6 tricks in, so he can take 2 more trump tricks, but that's it.
Yeah. Donc le déclarant a défaussé un trèfle. Sud n'avait rien d'autre à jouer que couper des fosses.
So another heart, West roughs in hand, and
voilà, couper des fosses. Ça va franchir le 9 de pique. Ah non, c'est fini, bon.
Looks like 9 tricks. Okay. 1 more for France, and generally well played match, and 18 victory for France. And we will be back tomorrow morning.
Alors demain à 11h, on assiste à Italie-USA 2.
And thank you to all our Facebook friends.
Donc l'Italie qui sont 3e et